I am going to complete every set in the entire Scarlet Violet series. What's up, guys? So I've been doing these videos for about 3 months now, and I've been trying to figure out what kind of channel and what kind of collection I want to have. And I've really been debating on what I want to focus on, what kind of collection I want to build, and really I think I've narrowed it down to the entire Scarlet and Violet series. There's actually a total of 14 different sets within Scarlet and Violet if you count the holiday calendar, the McDonald's matching battle, and the 2 trick-or-treats. Now, I know that's not really narrowing it down, but I want to complete every set in the Scarlet Violet series. And this is just to start, right? So I'm just starting out, figured while I'm new, I'll get the new sets. And they're not all brand new, but they're still very, relatively new. They're the newest series of all of Pokemon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete every single set. I'm almost done with the Temporal Forces. I've shared that before. I've opened some other, like 151, some Paradox Rift, and those are going to be the 2 that I'm going after next. So I'm going to focus on Paradox Rift and 151 next. But when I complete these sets, I want to showcase how I'm completing them, because me being new, for those new collectors out there trying to figure out how to build a collection, you can see how I'm building mine. I can give you the lessons that I learned, some tips that I pick up, all those kind of things, but you can follow the whole journey of how I'm collecting these. When I'm collecting the set, I don't just mean collect the actual, just the set. I want to complete every promo, all the main, cards from the set, all the secret cards, the illustration rares, full arts, all those things, and all the reverse holos of every set in the whole entire series. But I'm not just going to stop there. I want to complete all the sets, but I also, you might be able to see behind me, I'm also going to collect a box from every single set. So I'm going to try and collect an ETB from every single set. If they have multiple artworks, I'm going to collect every single artwork. I also, eventually, my end goal is to collect an ETB from every set, a Pokemon Center ETB from every set, and have at least 1 pack of each artwork from each set. It's going to take a long time to build this entire collection out and to collect the entire series, but since there's new series that are coming along, I'm going to start opening those as well and start collecting those so that we have more, and you can see the new cards, you can see the new sets, all those kind of things. Now, to make a full set and to make a full series, I'm going to go through and even collect the ones that maybe not even are really on the radar, ones that people don't care about as much. For example, I picked up one of these, Trick or Trade Booster Bundle. These are not really all that pricey. They're not really sought after, but they're still under the Scarlet Violet set. There's only 30 cards in this entire set. This little booster bundle here, there's 50 packs, but there's only 3 cards per pack. Now, one thing about this particular pack that I got of this booster bundle, this is the one from 2023. There are some, cards from Sword and Shield. There's some Scarlet Violet. That's totally fine. I'm planning on doing the Scarlet Violet set. I'm going to go back to Sword and Shield, so it's good to have them anyway. The 2024, I'm going to pick that one up later on. That one is all Scarlet Violet. So either way, there's Scarlet Violet, there's Sword and Shield, but it's okay. It still technically falls, and it came out under the Scarlet and Violet series, so I'm going to keep it under that for now. I'm not going to open all of them on the video here today. I'm going to open some, kind of show you what they look like, show you the differences, but I'm going to open all these up and see if I can collect that set as well. There's also a holiday collection box as well, kind of like an advent calendar. All of those, even the ones that don't really matter, I'm going to collect every single card in the entire series and see if I can actually have every single one. Now, once I get done with Scarlet and Violet, I'm going to start working my way back. You see that I've got Astral Radiance, I've got some Lost Origin, right? I've got some Brilliant Stars as well. I've got some old Sword and Shield stuff that I bought when I first started collecting and first started the channel. So I'm going to open those up and see what I can find in there and start building those out. I want to get an ETB out of every single one of those series and maybe a booster box as well. It just depends, right? I see how far it goes with it, but my main goal is to complete the sets and then at least get 1 ETB per set in the entire series. To also go with today, I happened to pick this up. I was actually looking for a 151 ETB. A couple videos ago, I found where you can get ETBs at Walmart for $55, which is great deal because they're normally $70 to $80 each. But Walmart had them on sale. I stopped by a different Walmart in another town when I was out doing some running. Ended up trying to see if I could find one. Couldn't find any. I still found this little Shrouded Fable King Gambit collection box. I'm going to open that up today. And then I'm also going to open up these trick or trades just to see what they look like, kind of show you what's in there, and just kind of give you an idea without you having to buy them. These both are relatively cheap. They're only $20 each, so $40 for both of these. May seem a little bit much for the trick or trade, but if I'm going to complete that entire series, I think it's really worth it just to have every single one and not skip over something and do it halfway. So we're going to start out with this trick or trade just because I'm only going to open about 5 packs of this. There's 50 packs in here. I'll open them all up off camera. I know not everybody's going to want to see these, but we're going to open these up just so you can see what they look like, see what we actually have inside this little bundle. But like I said, these are only 3 cards each in each pack, so there's not a whole lot to them. But we're going to go ahead and crack them open, just see what's in here. I've actually not opened these before, but we're going to try and bust in here if I can open them without destroying the cards, just to see what they look like. We've got the little Adelmize, and you can see the difference here. You've got the little pumpkin, Pika over here, the little pumpkin character there. I think that's supposed to be Pika. And it's on every single card. So these are actually cards that are in other sets, and they just kind of put that little icon on there. But just being part of the entire set, that's what we want to go after, is just to end up collecting all of them. So these are cards that are from other sets, but they just kind of put them together as part of like a Halloween theme, and then put that little icon on there. So they're going to be cards that we've seen before that you may be familiar with and may have seen. Nothing super fancy, and really just very little in there. But I don't think it'll take that long to complete, just because there's not many cards. There's like 30 that they have in this set, Mimikyu. So I should be able to find them all, collect them, and have that whole set all together. It's not impressive. It's nothing really big, but it's just being diligent, Gengar, and being thorough on getting them all collected. So that's just 5 packs really quickly. Now I went through and I opened up the rest of the booster bundle, and actually what I found, kind of interesting. I didn't think I would get all of them necessarily. Kind of wasn't really sure. Thought I might, but not really sure. I ended up collecting the entire set. So there's only 30. All 30 were in the pack, but not just one time, not just 2 times. I made 3 full sets of the entire thing. So I'm going to keep one. That way I can make my series. I gave one to Drew just because I already had it. Why not? Let me know down in the comments. Would this be something that you'd be interested in? If anyone's interested in it, may do a simple giveaway or add it to a giveaway. Do something in October. Do a bigger type giveaway. May add this in there as one of the options. So just let me know in the comments. Would this be something you'd be interested in having to add to your collection? I mean, it's not, these cards are very cheap. They're cents, right? There's no pulls in here. There's nothing big, but they all just have that little logo there, and it just makes it to where it's an added little value if you're looking at making a much larger collection. So just let me know, what would you think about that? The Shrouded Fable, that's one that's going to be there. I do have an ETB back here behind me of Shrouded Fable, but I'm not going to open that one just yet. That one's actually not been cracked open. We're going to go ahead and crack into this collection box of this King Gambit. I've not really done, I think I've opened 1 collection box on the channel the day they came out, but I haven't opened any others from Shrouded Fable. It's just not a set that I've started buying much of yet. They started having these collection boxes and things out. The Stellar Crown set just came out, which was actually very quick after the Shrouded Fable. The Shrouded Fable is still very new and has not been out very long at all. And now the Stellar Crown has come out as well. Some of these, like this King Gambit promo card, that is one of them that I need to collect for the entire series. Now here's your code card from the box. And then we've got Bisharp and Pawniard. Just got these 4 packs. We're going to go ahead and crack these open and see what we can find in them. Not it's being a new set and not being as familiar. I don't know what the massive pulls are on this. I think there's just a 1. Yep. But we're just going to see what we can come up with anyway. and it gives us a little base. I've got a couple that I've already got from the other collection box that I opened. So I've got another promo card, and beware, that's awesome. But I've got another collection box that was already opened up. So I've got some of the promo card, and I've got some other cards for the set. When I do start collecting this, I'm actually storing them all behind me. So in old DTB boxes, I just store them up for now, and then I'm going to start getting some more binders, and really kind of putting them in there to keep them put up and protected. That'd be weird. Cracks me up. Slitherwing. So the artwork is just, I think, getting better and better, except for when it looks like a spider. I don't like that. That's just not a fan. I'm definitely not Sneasel. I am not a fan of anything to do with spiders. That is just not my thing. So I don't even know what the pull rates are. I may start looking at see what the pull rates are in these sets. See what kind of luck we should be expecting or what have you. But I don't really know. Some of them are decent. I mean, this set's not really super big compared to the others, especially. So like Temporal Forces, much larger than this entire set. So some of these won't be as difficult to collect. They won't be as hard to pick up, but some of them might. It just really depends. So we will wait and see how long it's going to take to pick them up. Obviously, there's going to be some that are just really hard to pick up and pull, but we'll just have to go with those as we can. Meowth. All right, this is the last pack out of this box. See if there's anything in here besides a promo card that we can actually walk away with. And did we get anything? Absolutely not. Not really. So we just got some basic little hollows and just some basic cards. So not really a lot of luck out of this set. Again, I don't know what the pull rates are. I don't really know what to expect out of these. I'm going to look into them a little bit more and see. But it'll be something we're going to collect. So it's still, regardless, if I like the set, if I'm a big fan of it, I want to collect every single set in the entire series. I've got some ETBs already up here. I've got a Stellar Crown that's not been opened yet. I've got one that Drew opened up and I just kept the box. I've got a Shrouded Fable here that's not been opened. Some of these other three have already been opened. I've got some Sword and Shield over here that I'm not going to open. Lost Origin, the Brilliant Stars, and the Astral Radiance. I'm going to keep those just to kind of get a head start. There may be times that I'm opening up those so I can get some for trading, card shows, things like that, and just see what other cool finds we can grab. So I'm going to be opening those up, but my main focus is going to be that Sword and Shield, collecting all those sets, and completing the entire series. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you stick around. Keep coming back. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're liking the video. All those kind of things. Doesn't really cost anything. Doesn't cost you a thing to like, subscribe, and to come back and watch. So make sure you're watching. If I get duplicates, if I get extra sets, and I'm able to collect more than one or at least most of the set, then we're going to start doing some giveaways and things like that. Some of them Drew may end up with, from time to time, but most of them we're probably going to end up doing some donating and just giving those out as giveaways on the channel. So make sure you come back, and I will see you guys again very, very soon.